Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for checking out the video. Once again, the second of the state of the channel videos. The first one was back in May this year, so it's been about 6 months since then. It had some negative vibes to it, as you might remember. I was talking about how things weren't really working out, but I was filled with more determination is what I was saying, and indeed we kept at it. We continued streaming and things got better, in fact, so that is very good news. So since we had some I think very nice improvements to the 666 system this month, I decided that it was about time to make another video, a second state of the channel video, 6 months after the first one, and talk about how things got better and what improvements we brought. So yeah, I appreciate you checking out the video, and hopefully you will enjoy this one more than the first one. So what happened in the last 6 months? A lot of things happened. The stuff actually got worse in terms of viewership and chat activity, and all that good stuff, the raids, and it got slightly worse than what was explained on the first video, but then it got so much better, honestly, especially the last 2 months. I'm gonna get into it in more detail later, but I received a few new Patreon supporters, patrons, which is honestly the best way to support the channel financially, because it takes the least amount of cut from what's donated through there. So that is very important, and especially combined with the fact that I'm not actually giving anything extra for supporting me on Patreon. It actually means a lot that some of you have decided to basically give me money for free over that platform. So that was a very nice, very heartening, very emboldening thing to see for me. And then things started getting better, as I said, after they got kind of worse. And last month was actually crazy. It was beyond anything I would have imagined would happen, and it was really nice. September, of course, September, you might know that on Twitch, September is a kind of a traditional, what you might call not a holiday, but like an event called September, where subs are discounted, and Twitch gives out this year specifically. Twitch gave out bonus cheers and bonus gift subs for every cheer and gift sub during certain times a week for each kind of side event. And so there was a lot of support with the help of September, and we actually had the highest amount of average viewers on September throughout my whole streaming career, I think you might say. And in the last 3 years since when I started, the highest amount of average viewers was this month, the previous month, September. So that was very good. That was really something that really made me happy to see. And I had a decent amount of follower gains. In fact, we reached 1,000 followers, which is like happens only once, but in this channel's case it happened, I think, 2 times or 3 times, because we reached 1,000 and then we fell down to 999 and then reached again. But it doesn't matter how it happened. We reached 1,000 followers. We had a celebration event for the 1,000 followers where we played Barbie games. I know the community, you all made me play Barbie games, but that was a lot of fun. There was a lot of hilarious, in fact, some of the games that we tried. I had an amazing time. I saw you having a good time, so it was great. And throughout the Barbie-thon last month, I had the highest amount of financial support I have ever gotten. We had a Barbie-thon where gift subs helped reach certain donation goals, incentive goals, and some stretch goals. You have actually made me commit to playing 11 more Barbie games, so we are gonna be playing at least one Barbie game per month for the foreseeable future, for like the next month, maybe more than one, if I feel like, okay, I have to play all of them at once so that I get rid of them, I don't have to play them again. So maybe we will play like 10 Barbie games next month and just get it over with. I don't know, but that's not gonna happen. I'm planning to play one Barbie game per month, possibly two, but not more than two for sure. And that's gonna take place in the upcoming months. And not only play the Barbie games, but actually I will have to put on a Barbie wig, because yes, that goal was, it also reached, that was 100 gift sub goal, and you know, you all blew my expectations, and we actually got over 100 gift subs on that celebration, and it was crazy. So I'm very happy to put the wig. If that's what you want me to do, it's gonna be very funny anyway. All in good spirit. So I'm just thankful that we didn't reach the Barbie makeup goal. So that would suck. That I'm glad I thought ahead and put it in an unreachable position. That was 500 gift subs. So at least you were reasonable enough to not gift me that many subs. But yeah, it was really funny, and I appreciate all of you attending there and enjoying the stream with me. If you were able to gift subs or support any other way, I appreciate that greatly as well. And we got lots of cheers. It was crazy, yeah. So we, for the first time in this channel's history, I actually surpassed the 300 monthly goal of 300 units, which pretty much equals to dollars. I have talked about this before in the previous state of the channel video. That is half of the monthly minimum wage where I live. So $600 is about the monthly minimum wage for people working in this country, and 300 is my goal, which I called realistic goal, 600 being my ultimate goal. And we actually surpassed 300. I think we reached about 430 or something. But yeah, that was really nice, really motivating. Yeah, thank you to everyone who has been to the streams these last few months and supported me in their own way, whether it be by just regularly attending and lurking all the way. That is very much appreciated. And it might be through gifting subs or subbing themselves or cheering bits whenever it's possible. I appreciate all of you greatly. I see you having fun. That is the biggest thing that makes me happy, you know, the viewer engagement and chat activity, enjoying what's happening here. It fills my heart with joy, and it makes me able to continue what I'm doing. So I don't have that, you know, I was not pessimistic last video, but it was a negative situation. Now I am even more optimistic in this positive looking situation. Of course, this is still not where it needs to be for this channel to be sustainable for me as a career. I need to start meeting the monthly goals consistently, and that's just not happening. But at least we are kinda reliably approaching or even passing 200 at least these few months. That is good enough, as long as the improvements continues. You know, the numbers are very important, the average viewers and the chat activity is very important. Being able to gain followers every month is very important. As long as that continues like it has been in the last few months, I will very happily continue doing this without any doubt, and I will continue believing that this will work out in the end. Honestly, this last few months probably allowed me to not doubt myself and continue doing this for like at least another year. So in this next year we are gonna have our third anniversary, third affiliate anniversary on January, towards the end of January. That is gonna be an event. I haven't really thought about what I'm gonna do, but it's just gonna be another special event like the Barbie-thon, and maybe with its own marathon goals and incentives and stuff like that. I'll think about that. And of course the Barbie streams will happen as special events with the wig, and you know, we are gonna have some good times. This last month, I think some of the things that contributed to the fact that the channel was more successful than it had been, like around the summer, May and June and July. I think it was because that I chose to replay some of the great classics, LucasArts adventures that I personally love, and there are some community favorites. I think that brought some new friends to discover the channel and then stay with us. We also played some kind of more popular RPGs, you might say. We played Fallout 3, which a lot of people I think enjoyed watching, and now we started Baldur's Gate 3. We just started last week. I think it's gonna get even better as we move along the game, which is kind of a more popular game the last few years or so. So, you know, playing popular games combined with the whole mood of the channel, I think that really helps this kind of thing to be successful. So yeah, that is pretty much the gist of it, how the last 6 months kinda happened, went by, and how stuff got better in my opinion. So of course there is one more big thing that I'm making this video for, and that is the D666 system improvements. So first of all, let me bring this on. This is what it looks like, our new Evilometer D666 page. You might know, if you are especially a regular of the channel, we have this toy called Evilometer, which is a command you use by typing !D666. It's kind of a joke that shows you how evil you are that day, and you roll the dice, and there are, as of now, there are 571 characters corresponding to different dice ranges in the system. Of course, we constantly add new characters. Every few months we add like a batch of 50 or so, and this month we not only brought a new batch of characters, bringing the total to 571, as you see here, across 72 different settings, which include a lot of cool stuff like Forgotten Realms and you know, all great the classic RPGs like Arcanum, other joke games we played like Neighbors from Hell, and of course Monkey Islands and Grim Fandango. You know, a lot of the games that we have played in the past, that they have somehow left their mark on the system by donating some characters to the Evilometer, and as you see, there are a ton of them. This is the latest month, so we have only had this for 2 days, so there aren't many discovered, but this is the first of the pages that came with this month's update. And this page is the discovery page. In this discovery page you can see how many of the characters are discovered by the whole community, by the way, and across how many of the total settings, in how many rolls, by how many different people. So in the last 2 days, 23 different people rolled a number of times, and actually it's right here, so 23 different people rolled 38 times, and they were able to discover 36 of the characters in the system. So this continues throughout the season. A season is almost always, it has always been the case so far. The season lasts 1 month, from the first to the last day of the month, and then we move on to a new system. And then whenever we bring a big update, we move on to the new update, and the discovery is reset, and all of the stuff needs to be rediscovered. So this is the last 2 days where a bunch of characters are discovered. As you see, if you look at, you know, the character that's discovered, by whom it was discovered, in this case it was Draven, and on what date it was discovered. So you can see that for the whole thing, and a lot of undiscovered characters you see here, but that will all fill up. If you look at the previous season, update 6, if you look at that, you will see that in the 6 months that were in update 6, we actually had 500 out of 508 characters across all of the settings in 2,442 rolls by a whopping 107 different people. So you will see that a lot of them are actually discovered. Only a bunch of them, like 8 of them, are not discovered. So this is very cool to see. If you go all the way down, you will see that the images are not loading, and right after you will see that the images have loaded, and you will see the cool stuff like the 666, the ultimate evil Diablo, and you know, Azathoth, Yog-Sothoth, and Shub-Niggurath, and Cthulhu, all that cosmic horror goodness that are in the high end of the system. And of course at the low end we have some joke Easter egg characters, but then really good characters like Erana from Quest Regular series, the Companion Cube, and the Samwise Gamgee, and BB-8, which is another Easter egg actually, but you know what I mean, BB-8 is great. And then Dr. Rudolph von Richten and stuff like that. So you can also check out some other pages here. This is not the only thing we brought here. I'm gonna show you the leaderboard. Leaderboard is the highest 3 and the lowest 3 characters rolled during a season. We keep track of this. You can check out the previous seasons going all the way back to the second season. Actually, update to that is very much in the past right now. It's very cool to see all of these recorded, and you can see that Thor was the most good with a roll of 2 last month, and JFC Barden and Parrot were the most evil with a roll of 666 last month. So 2 rolls of 666s, that's very impressive. In fact, both of these 666 rolls were made in the last week of the season, so that was really exciting to see. But 1 month before all of this update, we brought this image updates. If you look at the images close, you will see that it has many elements. It has a border which shows the kind of the alignments, like very good borders, neutral borders, evil and very evil borders, as well as Easter egg borders. And that is one element of the card. And then there's the setting element right here. Saul Goodman is from Breaking Bad, so we have the Breaking Bad image here. Or Parrotwise is from reality, even though Burbs are not real. Parrotwise is from reality, so it has this cool world. And Erana being Quest for Glory, it has the Quest for Glory icon there. And then we have the number here, and kind of the wings, depending on how, again, the alignments, just like the border. The Easter eggs have bunny ears, and you know, the evil would have some devil horns, stuff like that. And of course we have the image itself, the mighty image of Diablo, the Lord of Terror, the name and the title if it's a long title. And you know, the image updates combined with this page, I think, made this all so much better and more enjoyable to look at. And so this is the leaderboard. You can see that the last month, September month, we had 286 characters discovered out of the total of 508 across 53 settings, blah blah blah. You know, you can look at all these stats here and see the highest and lowest rollers. And then the best thing, I think, is the collection system. You can put in your Twitch name here or some other person's name you want to check the collection of, and press enter or just click on go to collection, and it will show you what characters you have personally discovered. You can set the card size here if you want to. Actually, let me go to update 6 where I have discovered more characters, more than 2 at least. You can check out all of those characters, all of those cards, you know, kind of compact and neat and tidy next to each other, or you can look at them more closely, see what you have found. I have personally discovered 118 characters last month, and from here you can also filter what you're looking at. For example, you may want to look at just the Easter eggs characters from, let's say, I don't know what is, from reality. Let's say Easter egg characters from reality. So I have rolled a Johnny B. Good, I have rolled a Nice, which is 69, and I have rolled a 95, which is Windows 95, and 3.14 or 314 by Archimedes, and John Cage by 433, Silence. And you can look at, let's say, very evil characters, and by pressing Control, click on evil as well, so you look at both very evil and evil characters from, let's say, Arcanum and can I stop on Diablo, please? Arcanum and Diablo. So that will show you evil and very evil characters from the Arcanum and Diablo settings. King Leoric, Andariel, Gorgoth, Krakatur, Mephisto, and Bale are the ones that I roll. So I think this is very beautiful, and Parrotwise worked very hard on it. Congratulations, and very, very well done, Parrot. Thank you so much for spending so much time on doing this. I think it turned out to be great, and I'm looking forward to all of you using this in the upcoming months, weeks, days, and years, hopefully, as we continue streaming. So yeah, actually this is kind of all of what I wanted to talk about. It's kind of probably, I don't know how long it has been, like 20 minutes or so. kind of the same length as the first video now that I think about it, but hopefully with so much more optimism and positivity, the kind of which you have brought to me in the last few months by just simply being there and supporting me in your own way. I appreciate that very, very greatly. Thank you. And of course, I hope to continue doing this and having so much fun with you all in the next upcoming months. And hopefully we will have, like in a few months, we will have a new state of the channel video saying that, you know, things got even better and we even had much more fun than the last time. That's my wish. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Until then, take care of yourselves and be well, and goodbye for now.